yeah, I think that's really important, is like trying to get that community. And I think another thing that was different this time around while doing long distance while we were married was that I think that we had more grace for each other, because when you're dating, you're still getting to know the person, you're still building trust. And I remember I was a little hard on you many times, and you were really patient with me. When we were dating, like I would, get either like jealous of some situation of like, oh, like you, like what was this thing or this thing? Like I would just like get really picky about situations, and you like not, I don't know, like not doing something like little would like throw me off and be like, oh, he didn't think about me, or he doesn't care for me, or something. Like yeah, it was definitely my fault, but I noticed that my mind was way more at peace because we were married, and I already had that built up trust that if there was one thing that's like, oh, I wish you texted me this update, but you texted it in like a group chat or something like that, instead of texting me, and I'm like, oh, he didn't think about texting me first, or something like that. Even though it's such a little thing, but like just the first thing that came to my mind, I wouldn't get like as much thinking about it. I would be like, oh, whatever, put it away. So yeah, I feel like I was able to have way more grace just because we had that closeness already and that time built together.
Yeah, I think from the guy's perspective, it gets easier to lead as you go through. I think definitely while we were dating, I feel like I was more passive, just trying to see, okay, does she like this or does she not like this? And I was passive in the way of leading the relationship. But now that we're married, like I think it's a lot easier to lead long distance wise. That way I was able to help calm down any of the emotional nerves that you did have on the phone call, as to compared back then when we were dating. All I did was just sit and listen, maybe not know what to do. But I wasn't. I was taking more of an active role of leading, rather than I was very passive back then. Just from a man perspective of it all. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's about it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just, it doesn't, this season of doing long distance, it doesn't have like an easy way out. An easy way out is just to be able to move, I guess, and be in the same place. But I feel like definitely reminding yourself that it's a season, and leaning into God's strengths. That's a lot that I had to do when I was struggling while I was in the States. Just trusting God. And I think it is a beautiful season to grow in your faith, because I think I didn't have you for a lot of my emotional support throughout the day. And I definitely found that I was leaning into God more. And I think it's beautiful when those, sufferings, I mean, again, I don't want to it felt like that to me in that season, in our particular case and situation. It did feel like a season of suffering. I was reading Job through it. So, but yeah, it's definitely, you notice that, like in those times when we are weak, we see how God's strengths comes through, because we, in our regular day life, we may be just feeling, everything is normal, everything is good, and we don't ask God for help. But in those seasons when you really need His strengths, I think it's so beautiful how close you can get to God as well, and just lean on Him. So lean on God, lean on your community, be patient with each other, and get yourself busy sometimes. It truly can help whenever you're trying to just pass by that time while you're apart.